Mr. Agnew, the contract that AT&T has around FirstNet is with the federal government?
That's correct.
It's paid for with taxpayer dollars?
No, it's not. There's no taxpayer appropriated dollars. It is all self-contained and self-funding through the sustainability payments made by AT&T.
Do you have to make your service available to a government entity to review?
That's correct, we do. We have to make eligible to government, or you're talking the contract with me, Senator?
You just responded to Chair Fisher in saying that some of the information that was asked to share with this committee, that it's proprietary. I don't understand how the hell that's possible. You have to share information about how this helps the sheriffs and police officers and first responders, whether it's with a satellite company or if it's with the people you buy coffee from that's for FirstNet, man. And so that's all my questioning. I'll come back to you. We can respond in the record. So I just hope that we can get to a place when we're talking about federal contracts, information is shared here. And like the chair said, this is an empty check.
Right.
We need to make sure that we're delivering the best service to everybody involved. So my question, Mr. Meyer, in your testimony, you state that, quote, FirstNet must remain resilient, secure, consistently available so that public safety professionals can rely on it without interruption. And I completely agree with that. Now, the reality is that communication networks have outages. That's something that both the chair and I have now shared. We saw it recently experience a nationwide outage of Verizon's network and in 24 and a nationwide outage of AT&T's network that also took FirstNet down for several hours. Just a couple points that I referenced. My question to you is, how do the public safety officials prepare for these expected and unexpected outages?
One of the things that we do well is we plan. As a first responder, one of my jobs was to make sure that I had more than one way to get things done, more than one tool in the toolbox. One of the things that we've seen is that the emergence of land mobile radio, LMR radios, with these push-to-talk solutions over the air of LTE have expanded that capability of our land mobile systems, our LTE systems, and that is a convergence that's still occurring today. Secondly, we look at some of the public safety UHF, VHF systems out there that are really working on these high band capacity, working with those folks that are really experts at radio. Those are backups to LTE also. We use data systems, we use public safety communication systems that are closed networks, sharing logical or diverse paths of physical. But those backups are only backups as they continue to need to be used. Those are redundancies, and it should flow seamlessly. We want that to be seamless. My device right here, this phone can go between Wi-Fi and the commercial radio system seamlessly. I'm talking on a call, I don't even know it. That's what public safety systems are designed to do, and they fall back, they fail over. Building upon that, we need to invest in better resiliency. The run times of these generators and these batteries at these remote sites, they lose power during a crisis. How long do they run? Those are things we need to know. Can they step up when the surges happen, when we have large volumes of people? We have many first responders on scene. Can the capacity then be carried too? Those are issues that we deal with by preparing for those, by having alternate means of communication. We're using service as a software that we're taking down from the cloud. We're using satellite. We've been doing it for 30 years. Those are things that we plan for and we prepare for, so when these outages happen, we're ready to communicate. If it has to go back to turning a light on in the front of the substation so that when you're driving by you have a call for service, we'll do that too. And that's how it used to work. But one of the best parts of your question is really about reliability and resiliency in planning. Public safety has direct input into the FirstNet network. That is it. They have direct input through the Public Safety Advisory Committee, the board, back to FirstNet on how those things are done. We're part of that planning process.
I appreciate that, Mr. Meyer. I have other questions for the other witnesses on preparation for outages. I'll submit them into the record, and then I'll give you time to respond to them as well. You know, Mr. Meyer, you held up your phone there. There's some law enforcement that have an agreement with AT&T. They have an agreement with Verizon. They have an agreement with T-Mobile, and they're rolling with 3 phones in their cars, and they're just trying to figure out who the hell to call. Maybe that's something that these companies can figure out as well, so that way we don't have roaming. When someone picks up the phone, they want someone to answer. They don't have time to keep rolling through all of those devices as well. Now, all of you testifying here today have acknowledged the multiple reports from the Commerce Department's Office of the Inspector General. The reports have raised serious concerns about FirstNet's authorities' oversight in its contract with AT&T including failing to independently verify coverage claims, modifying performance metrics, build-out requirements, on and on and on. Mr. Meyer, do you believe Congress needs to strengthen FirstNet's oversight framework? And if so, any specific guardrails? And as my time expires here, maybe what I'll just do is ask for you to submit that into the records. I can be respectful of my colleagues' time as well. But I have some others I'll submit into the record, get to all of you as well. I really appreciate your time being here today.
Thank you. And we do believe that oversight's a feature of the program. It's not a flaw. It's good business.